Hi, Ruby people, it's me, Zen Jen. So today, I woke up kind of feeling, first of all, congested. Um, I don't typically have allergies, but I know that Jake and Justin both have them. Jake's at work right now, feeling yucky from, we have massive tree fallen right now. And Justin's been out of sorts at the hospital, so. And Brianna and I typically don't have allergies at all. And today I do. It's like poor people with allergies. It must. Anyway, hopefully you'll feel better and this will cheer you up. Um, I am. Anyway, um, I'm reading. I read a passage and I put it on the on the YouTube if you want to look at it. It reads a passage in here from Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Zen Buddhist, and it basically talks about, I want to talk about it, it talks about the connection of, and how meditation is for society, not to isolate you from society. And I thought it was beautiful because I was having a moment of self-doubt about where Justin should live and where it's safe, and how the hospital feels very disconnected from society, and so does prison and all of the places that isolate humans from one another when they feel like they have a disease or they have coping skills, or it just perpetuates, I believe, the disconnection of all of us, and how we and limits our ability to learn from one another when we are disconnected. There's this beautiful story, I believe it's in, I forget who the author is who notes it. Excuse me. Allergies. But he talks about a society that when it's a tribe, that when someone does something wrong, the entire tribe surrounds them, and they tell them all the lovely things about themselves that they remember. And then at the very end of, like, sometimes it can go on for 3 days, every person tells this person how wonderful they are and the great things about them and their strengths. And then at the end, there's a big celebration to welcome them back into society. And this sort of practice could do us a lot of good, I believe. And it may seem simple and disconnected, but I think simplicity is connectedness. And when I read this, it basically said meditation is not just, you think you go into a meditative state or a place like church to separate yourself so you can just focus. But really, any learning you do, any meditation you do, is to prepare yourself to re-enter into society. And I thought that was beautiful. And it talked about how nothing can be an individual. Everything is composed of all of the experiences, all of the elements, and all of the pieces of their experience and their life and their physical interaction and being. So basically, just as our cells exist and coexist together in our bodies to make this beautiful life that we are blessed with, so can we, humans, life forms of all sorts, we are meant to exist like that together. So this is my urge to think of all the connectedness we have. And as a mother of 2 children with autism, here come the tears. I see our tendency to be afraid of what, I'm afraid oftentimes of how people interpret my son and my daughter, and sometimes I engage in control of them just so that they won't suffer from being vulnerable and exposed. And I am in belief that the more, like the Maya Angelou quote, the more we are more unalike, or we are more alike than we are unalike. And I believe that, and I believe it takes consciousness and it takes effort to see that in one another, and it takes lack of fear and courage takes lack of fear and courage to embrace people for all that they are and feel that they can't possibly threaten us by being different. And what a big platter to lay out there to say, let's all partake in this platter of diversity and love and exercise tolerance, and more than just tolerance. I think it was nice. I heard Jake say that supporting someone is more than tolerating what they're doing. It is finding a way to be happy and connected to them. And what a beautiful way to say it. It's so true. You can't just act like you support someone or be quiet and kind of ignore what they're doing. You have to engage in fully loving that person. And loving is a huge, engaging process, and it teaches us so much, and we're avoiding the teaching by avoiding the loving and the decision to be courageous. So that's my thoughts for the day, and I hope you all can find a way to connect in a very, very deep way with everything and everyone in this wonderful life. Bless you. Peace.